Sony's been absolutely dominating the premium soundbar market, but in 2025, their lineup exploded with so many new models that it's honestly hard to know which one actually delivers the best sound for your setup. From cinematic Atmos beasts to compact all-in-ones, we're breaking down the 7 best Sony soundbars you can buy, right now ranked from 7 to 1. I've tested, listened, and compared them all, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one is worth your money and which one's just marketing noise. So grab your popcorn because Sony's latest bars sound closer to a full-blown theater than ever before. Number 7. Sony HTX8500. Kicking things off, the HTX8500 might be one of Sony's oldest mid-range soundbars, still worth buying in 2025, and for good reason. This single, slim bar manages to pack a genuine cinematic punch thanks to Sony's vertical sound engine, which simulates a full 7.1.2 Atmos experience without a single up-firing driver. Once powered up, it doesn't just sound good, it sounds shockingly immersive for its size. The bass is deep and physical thanks to dual built-in subwoofers, so you feel that movie rumble without needing any external box on your floor. Dialogue sits nicely in the mix, and those Dolby Atmos and DTS-X logos on the front actually mean something. They deliver a wraparound sound field that's far wider than the bar itself. Of course, at this price, compromises exist. There's no Wi-Fi streaming or fancy app control, and it communicates through tiny LED lights instead of a display. It also can't match the height realism of true up-firing speakers. But for anyone who wants a plug-and-play Dolby Atmos upgrade under $400, the HTX8500 remains one of the best value all-in-ones on the market. Number 6. Sony HTS2000. Moving up, the HTS2000 is Sony's budget. Atmos soundbar done right. It's compact, clean, and surprisingly powerful for an entry-level 3.1 setup. What makes it stand out is Sony's vertical surround engine paired with S-Force ProFront surround the same processing that gives you an authentic sense of height and width without physical up-firing speakers. In testing, dialogue clarity is the highlight. Even fast-paced scenes in Top Gun, Maverick, or The Batman come through cleanly, and the bass handled by dual built-in woofers carries real weight for an all-in-one design. The mid-range feels balanced, and there's just enough virtual surround to make TV audio feel three-dimensional. It's not perfect. Bluetooth is your only wireless streaming option, and there's no Wi-Fi or voice assistant support. But that's forgivable at its new price of around $349. If you want simplicity with Dolby Atmos and DTS-X, this is one of the most capable entry-level bars you can own, especially when paired with a Sony BRAVIA TV for acoustic center sync. Number 5. Sony HTA3000. The HTA3000 is where Sony starts getting serious about smart home theater performance. It's a 3.1-channel Dolby Atmos soundbar that feels like the bridge between convenience and premium. You get built-in subwoofers, clear dialogue, and optional expansion to full 5.1.2 surround with Sony's wireless rear and sub-modules. Right out of the box, it sounds crisp and detailed. The mids are articulate, vocals are clean, and the spatial imaging feels wider than the bar's footprint. But the real magic happens when paired with a BRAVIA TV. The acoustic center sync feature turns your TV speakers into part of the soundstage, giving voices a precise on-screen placement that's uncanny. The downside? Without an external sub or rears, the sound can feel a bit front-heavy, more like a premium stereo than a true Atmos system. There's no HDMI pass-through either, so you'll sacrifice your TV's eARC port. Still, the HTA3000 is sleek, smart, and extremely versatile. For apartments or smaller living rooms, it's a clear step up in refinement over the S2000 and a taste of Sony's flagship engineering at a friendlier price. Number 4. Sony BRAVIA Theater Bar 6. Now we're entering Sony's 2024 BRAVIA era, and the Theater Bar 6 is where that lineup officially starts feeling cinematic. This 3.1.2 channel soundbar includes a massive wireless subwoofer that completely changes the game. You feel every explosion, every bass drop, every thunderclap. During testing, I was genuinely impressed by its balance. The treble is crisp, vocals stay anchored dead center thanks to a dedicated dialogue channel, and the subwoofer has enough punch to rattle furniture without distorting. Dolby Atmos and DTS-X both sound wonderfully spacious, and the up-firing speakers add height that feels natural rather than artificial. The only complaints? Its soundstage isn't as wide as you'd expect from a bar this powerful, and the BRAVIA Connect app has a bit of lag when adjusting settings. But in every other way, the Theater Bar 6 feels refined. Setup is easy, the remote is simple, and you even get handy night and voice modes that actually work. If you want a real cinematic upgrade but don't need rear speakers, the Bar 6 is a sweet spot between power and practicality. Number 3. Sony BRAVIA Theater System 6. The Theater System 6 is Sony's all-in-the-box home theater answer, and it's easily one of the best surprises in their lineup. Unlike most soundbars that make you buy extra modules, this system ships with everything: a main bar, a massive subwoofer, and 2 rear speakers. Together, they deliver a true 5.1 experience, driven by 1,000 watts of power. Fire it up, and you instantly hear the difference. Explosions have physical weight. Rear channels actually come from behind you. The sound field expands in every direction, and yet vocals remain crisp through the center driver. The subwoofer is monstrous, maybe even too strong out of the box, but dial it down slightly, and it anchors the entire presentation beautifully. Movies sound cinematic, and surprisingly, music playback is just as refined. The System 6 handles stereo tracks with real timing and warmth, and even the multi-stereo mode fills a large room without losing clarity. Sure, it's not wireless heaven, cables are everywhere, and the sub is enormous, but in terms of raw value and power, nothing from Sony matches it at this price. It's a complete home theater solution for those who want the real surround sound feel without piecing it together. Number 2. Sony BRAVIA Theater Bar 8. The Theater Bar 8 lands right in the sweet middle of Sony's premium line, and it's an absolute gem for smaller rooms or gamers who want cinematic precision. This is a 5.0.2 soundbar loaded with 11 speakers, 2 of which fire upward for convincing Dolby Atmos height. The Bar 8 impresses most with clarity and spatial organization. Voices are pin-sharp, effects sweep seamlessly across the front soundstage, and Sony's 360 spatial sound mapping creates an almost bubble-like dome of audio around you. Paired with a BRAVIA TV, you can use Acoustic Center Sync to blend your screen into the soundstage. It genuinely feels like the dialogue is coming from the actors' mouths, not from below the screen. Bass performance is clean but restrained. You'll definitely want to add a subwoofer if you crave that chest-thumping movie energy. And while it only offers 1 spare HDMI 2.1 input, setup is nearly effortless, calibration takes seconds, and the build quality is pure Sony elegance. For $849 street price, the Theater Bar 8 is a beautifully tuned soundbar that feels more premium than its price suggests. Number 1. Sony BRAVIA Theater Bar 9. Finally, the king of Sony's 2025 lineup, and easily one of the most refined single-bar systems on the planet. The BRAVIA Theater Bar 9. This 13-driver powerhouse takes everything great about the A7000 and turns it up several notches. You get 360 spatial sound mapping that doesn't just fill your room, it transforms it. With Dolby Atmos, DTS-X, and Max Enhanced support, the Bar 9 creates a genuine 3D bubble of sound that expands beyond the screen, above you, and even to the sides. The result? Explosions have air movement. Dialogue sounds like it's suspended in space. Music feels alive. The design is gorgeous soft fabric wrap, rounded edges, and a slim 6.4 centimeter profile that sits perfectly under any TV. There's no front display, which some may miss, but the new BRAVIA Connect app more than compensates, guiding you through precise room calibration using your phone. In testing, The Theater Bar 9 sounded surgical, every instrument, every vocal line, every ambient effect placed exactly where it should be. Some may call it a bit clinical, but that precision is what makes it feel truly high-end. If you want the best Sony soundbar money can buy right now, this is it. Add Sony's SW5 sub and RS5 rears, and you'll get a full 11.1.4 Dolby Atmos system that rivals dedicated home theaters for realism. The Theater Bar 9 isn't just an upgrade, it's Sony's statement piece. So there you have it, 7 Sony soundbars, each crafted for a different listener. If you're after a budget Atmos bar that still sounds premium, the HTS 2000 is a no-brainer. If you want plug-and-play full surround, the System 6 is incredible value. And if you're chasing perfection cinematic detail, power, and immersion, the BRAVIA Theater Bar 9 stands at the top. Whichever you choose, you're getting Sony's signature clarity, balance, and craftsmanship, and a reminder that even in 2025, few brands understand home cinema sound like Sony. Thanks for watching, and if this helped you pick your next soundbar, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.